Good evening everybody, day 74 and we're just about to leave Hiker Town. It's been a really good 24 hours. We were very lucky yesterday that we arrived as they were filming a TV commercial for Arrowhead Water. So there was free beer, free food, there was free accommodation for the night as well, and all the little huts which I'll show you on now. So there's maybe about 30 of these huts just dotted around the site. This one's called the Flower Shop, and inside it's like a dry clean area, and each one's themed differently, and some of them have sort of beds in, some of them are just like a plain floor like that, but they've all got something interesting and unique in them. So this one, I don't know if you can see this with the light, but it's got a zombie in it, which is just what you need when you're waking up in the morning. So yeah, the plan is for us to go out from Hiker Town shortly. So everyone's leaving at about 5 PM. You can actually see, you can actually see some of the hikers starting to set off in the horizon to go back down the trail. So this is the famous LA Aqueduct section where people do it at night, because it's about 30 mile of boring desert walking along a huge water pipe that feeds LA. So everybody does it at night, partly because obviously it's through the Mojave desert, which is extremely hot, and you can see that in the distance where we're heading over to the mountains, but also partly just because it's a bit more fun to do something in the dark, and people tend to go out at night with glow sticks on or torches, and sort of everyone has a bit of a fun and laugh and a giggle about it. And like I say, it's a bit of a boring part, but try and make it fun. So we're going to head out soon, and I'll keep you informed and do some recording while we're out. So we're going to be walking from 5 PM until about 2 AM, and then at 2 we're going to try and get 3 or 4 hours sleep before the sun comes up, and then once the sun comes up we're going to finish off the rest of the hike for the day. And then when you get to the other end, where you have got a bit more shade and a bit more cool, people just go to bed early and try and get a really good second night's sleep. So we'll see where we go. Look at my facial hair, it's ridiculous. So yeah, catch up with you soon. So the journey begins into the Mojave Desert. There's about 10 of us walking in together.
In my bed I lay awake, my mind already made, I'm out the door tomorrow. I'm gonna walk with no particular place in mind, just a bag this time, some clothes and a brush for my teeth. Oh, walk by the road and track. Oh, just a bag on my back. I'll hit the road, no place in mind, no idea.
Good evening everybody. Makes a change saying good evening instead of good morning on my videos. So we've just joined the famous Aqueduct now, which you can see being modelled by my lovely Joe. And, so we've got about 17 mile walking on what is essentially a pipe. So it's going to be an exciting night for videos, just pipe desert. But we do believe that the night sky tonight might be quite beautiful, because it's expected there's going to be a full moon, so that'll be nice. But also hopefully when we get away from the light pollution we might get some amazing stars. Now we've got an app on our phone for taking photographs of when we've been to Finland and places for the boring northern lights, so we're hoping we'll be able to use that. unfortunately the video side of this camera probably won't pick them up as well, but I will try. So you just have to understand that I might upload them and they might look terrible, they might just look like some little white dots on a black canvas, but we shall see. In the meantime,
But I might find melodies and trees hang by my side, knowing it's all I need now. All the symmetry makes me wonder, could it carry me through dark days of summer? As I walked down to the lake, the silence didn't break. I sat for hours there. I skipped a rock and then, oh, I jumped in. Boy, I love to swim, yeah, when I get out. Oh, lie here until the sun goes down. Oh, all the stars that I found, I'll hit the road, no place in mind, no idea will know just what I might find. Melodies and trees hang by my side, knowing it's all I need now. All the symmetry makes me wonder, could it carry me through dark days of summer?
so I'm not sure if you can see me okay, but we've just stopped for a little rest, and what we were saying about people with the glow sticks on, we've got a bubble coming towards us all glow sticked up, so I'm going to try and show you what it looks like, but I'm not sure how well it'll work with this camera. Yeah, so I think you can see them coming now in the distance. Hey! We just took a breather and we thought we'd get some video of you guys walking towards with the lights on.
Brilliant, it looks really good.
Oh, that's great.
He wanted to jump out and scare you, so
Hey! And that big light you can see is actually the moon, but I've got a feeling it just looks like a street light on this camera. Try to change the settings to night mode, sorry. And again, I'm not sure if you can hear me because of the wind. Good morning everybody, day 75. So we found a tent spot at about 2 AM last night, and we just decided to put our tent up. We stopped at about 15 mile through the night, we did. What we kind of decided while we were walking is we'd seen the group that we started with in the night disappear in the distance, because obviously they were a lot faster walking than we were, and they're glow sticks, so they were easy to identify. But because they got so far ahead of us and disappeared, we knew we were the last people coming in last night, and from what we remembered there was about 30 or so hikers ahead of us that were all planning to do the 17 mile, which means you get to, there's a bridge with a stream underneath and everyone camps under there, because it's obviously sheltered for when the sun rises. This morning you get a bit of shade, so everybody tries to get to there. But when we looked on Far Out app, which is like the navigation app, and it also tells you about 10 sites, it said maybe space for 10 sites or more. So we sort of thought, well, that's not enough for the amount of people we've already seen go. So what we thought is if we stay a mile or two back, find a little quiet spot for us, then A, we won't be disturbed by the people who go and get up early and go back out first thing in the morning this morning. Because I think some people were aiming to get there for 2 and then trying to get back out on the road for 5. So just having a couple of hours sleep. So they'd obviously disturb you. And then a couple of hours later the sun would be up and it'd be in a greenhouse. So then you'd be getting disturbed again by the sun. So we kind of thought, well, let's go against the grain and stop just a little bit short. Put our tent up and we had the area completely to ourselves. Apart from a few coyotes running about last night, you could hear them sort of heavy breathing and yapping a little bit. But again, it's the second time we've heard them, and the second time they haven't even bothered us in the slightest or come close to the tent. So I think in that sense I feel quite safe around them.
Out here, far away from the modern style. Oh, Perulion, I won't be home for quite a while.
It's day 75 complete, and we've done about 5 miles a day. 6 miles a day we've done, and just curled up for the night. This is our view for the night now. As you can see, we're doing a spot of cowboy camping, and we're in a really strange sort of steel lean-to structure with lots of bullet holes that appears inside it. So it must be getting used as target practice, which I hope doesn't continue tonight. Just sat around in the middle of the wind turbines, just in the middle of the Mojave Desert, just before the big climb really. And we're going to call it a night there, and we're going to get up nice and early, about 4 AM, and do the next bit in the light, the first light while it's really cool, because it got really hot today, so we're going to try and avoid that. So good night from us, and we'll see you tomorrow.
See you, bye.
See you, bye.
No idea we know just what I'm at. Melodies and cheese ain't by my side, knowing it's all I need to write. All the symmetry makes me wonder. Could have carried me through dark days of summer. I'll hit the road, no place in mind. No idea we know just what I'm at. Melodies and trees ain't by my side, knowing it's all I need now. All the symmetry makes me wonder. Could have carried me through dark days of summer.
Hello everybody. So if you couldn't understand me before, we're on day 76, and good morning. I know I've said a few times now I've been blown away by the surroundings, but that takes it to a whole new level. That section from sort of bridge after the aqueduct to just the bottom of the next mountains that you're going up is beyond a joke. Poor Joe, like she was hanging on for dear life sometimes with that wind, but obviously with all the wind turbines about, you're gonna get wind, really. It's pretty a given. So we've got less wind now. We're going up and up and up, as you can see by this little monstrosity of a mini climb. 19 mile left. So it's going to be a tough one, because as you can see ahead, there's some mountains coming up and we're going up them onto the tops. So it's a long mileage day. I think the next 9 mile maybe is pretty much all uphill, and there's not a lot of water.
I ain't gonna tell no lies, I ain't gonna apologize. You can see just where I stand, you know exactly who I am. Taking everything I want, don't believe me, then just watch. Standing like the earth is mine, moving like I own this time. Can't stop me now, can't stop me now, can't stop me now. I'm just doing what I do, won't stop doing what I do. Can't stop me now, ain't backing down. Can't stop me now, I'm just doing what I do, won't stop doing what I do. Ain't afraid to bare my soul, ain't afraid to walk on coals. Hear the thunder when I step, you know where to place your bet. I'm burning like a house on fire, cutting like a razor wire. I ain't gonna tell no lies, I ain't gonna apologize.
Good morning, everybody. Still morning. It's about 11 AM. I think we've done about 10 mile now, give or take a little bit. Yeah, so it's been a really good start to the day today. We're both feeling so much better than we have done, so just want to say thanks to, we've had a lot of messages of support and a lot of comments on things. I know we've had a bit of a flat week or so, and I really appreciate everything and the comments, and obviously people sticking by as well. We've been a bit whingy, but as you can see, I've now got, if I can get my feet on, there we go, got new shoes on. So I've gone back to the Brooks, which is absolutely amazing. They just feel so much better straight away, and fortunately, really fortunately, the backs on the Brooks is a little bit lower than the toppos or topos were. So actually the blister that I had, or the blisters that I had, are actually not being affected by the new footwear. So the Brooks Cascadias are sitting just below where the blister is, so they're not actually rubbing on the blister, which is really fortuitous, really. And I'm feeling inside a lot fitter and stronger again now, and morale's a lot back up to where it should be. So like I say, I really appreciate all the kindness we've had while I've been going through that. People could quite easily have got sick of us whinging, well, sick of me whinging, sorry, on the camera and saying, oh, we're unwell and going through our problems, and we do genuinely really appreciate everything, and you'd be happy to know that I'm feeling fit and ready to go again, and in my head probably excited than ever to get back on the trail and get some good miles while feeling better. Sometimes you've got to hit rock bottom before you realise how beautiful or how amazing something can be once you start climbing again. A bit of a metaphor at the moment, I'm climbing up a hill, but didn't actually mean it like that. But when you see the surroundings that we're in, it's pretty hard not to feel joyful and amazing. So as the song you're probably listening to at the moment, or have been listening to, saying "Can't Stop Me Now," It's exactly how I feel today. I feel more ready, and the fight's in me to get to Canada than I've probably felt for a long time. Really opposite end of that coin. Some really sad news yesterday that someone we met at the beginning, he's on YouTube, called the Herd Hiker. We knew him as number 2 Pencil. Such a really genuinely lovely guy. Has unfortunately called it a day and gone home. He's had a lot of bad luck like us, to be honest. We haven't watched all of his videos because obviously we've been out here hiking, and I was planning on watching his more than anyone's when I got home, because he was such a lovely, genuine guy who he gave us a lot of advice when we first met him in Cleef about the PCT and about long distance hiking, because he'd completed the AT, and I asked him a few questions about best ways to do a bit of vlogging and things, because he'd vlogged that as well, and he gave me a few hints and tips, and I really appreciated it. And it's really sad when you see people that you've spent time with coming off trail, but what's worse than that is when you see people on the sort of videos talking about failing and that they didn't make it and feeling like they've let people down. And I think anybody who's even crossed the start line for the PCT, irrelevant whether you finish, it's a big gutsy decision. There's a lot you've got to do behind the scenes to get here. You don't just click your fingers and cross the sort of terminus at Cleef. You have to sell things, give up jobs, say goodbye to your family for a few months, and he did it with a smile on his face. And when I seen his video being so hard on himself, it broke my heart a bit, because people like him was such an amazing guy. So if you are watching his videos, I can tell you from experience, putting a comment or a message to him will probably mean the world to him at the moment. So yeah.
Can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. I'm just doing what I do. Won't stop doing what I do. Can't stop me now. Ain't backing down. Can't stop me now. I'm just doing what I do. Won't stop doing what I do. Not trying to be your hero. It's the only way that I know. This battle is never through. Every risk that I take, every bone that I break, just doing what I do. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. I'm just doing what I do. Won't stop doing what I do. Can't stop me now. Ain't backing down. Can't stop me now. I'm just doing what I do. Won't stop doing what I do. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. I'm just doing what I do. Won't stop doing what I do. Can't stop me now. Ain't backing down. Can't stop me now. I'm just doing what I do. Won't stop doing what I do.
Good afternoon, everybody. Oh, just got to the top of that big hill we were talking about, so it's about 13-14 miles today now so far, with 2 really large hills, but the view up here is lovely to see. Obviously the Mojave itself, but what you can also see, which I really like, is if I can just zoom in, you can see where you've come from, which is always a inspiring part of the trail. So if you look straight down there, you can see the path, the little bit of path leading to the left side of the turbines, and then from there you can see the road sort of goes off to the right. So that was the road we walked down first thing this morning, and then from there you can see the straight sort of road in the middle of them. and that would be the Aqueduct, and that you can see that whole road goes perfectly straight through the middle of the solar panels, which is kind of where we camped 2 nights ago. And then that leads backwards to the that leads back to the hills in the background, the mountains, which was the Green Valley Mountains. So yeah, it's always rewarding to see where you've come from. Good morning everybody. Day 77, town day. So we're about 7 miles away from Tehachapi. Dropping into there today. It's largely downhill, so it should be pretty straightforward. We're going to have a couple of days rest there, I think, because it's bank holiday Monday in the US. We're waiting for a parcel to come, so we're probably not going to get it until Tuesday morning now, and today's Sunday, so we're going to stay Sunday night, Monday night, and possibly Tuesday, and we're going to take advantage of a couple of days and just put a bit of work in on ourselves and our blisters and sort of dry skin and things like that, and just have a bit of a sort of body refresh in a way, and get some good stretching done and come back out again fighting. We're both just we've battled through a lot in the last couple of weeks. We're both feeling so much better internally and externally, but we've decided like a good rest is kind of what we need. So we're going to have a 00, and we'll be back out on trail on Wednesday morning or Tuesday night. We haven't fully decided yet, but I think we'll feel so much better for us, and then head on to sort of Kennedy Meadows. So it'll give us a chance just to get our kit properly washed, cleaned, and any little repairs I'm just damaging everything. So any damage, any fixed, so any sort of damaged kit and things like that. And it's a good place to stop because there's a Walmart there, so we can do a good shop and get some resupply and send it on for like the Sierras and things. So we can replace quite a lot of kit, a lot of medical stuff. Everything's there, and it's sort of reasonably priced as well. So we're going to really take advantage of it. We're almost at 25% now of the trail as well, so we're starting to feel really positive in ourselves that we've done a quarter, and it's been a very hilly quarter. We've also had to deal with snowy mountains and a lot of other little ailments, so sorry, I'm gonna fly on my nose. So we're ready for a bit of a rest, but yeah, we've sort of in the last 3 or 4 days done 2 20-mile days, and although our feet were sore at the end and I had a little bit of chafing last night, we're feeling really good in that, and we're feeling back to our best. So we think by the time we come out for that rest, we're going to be firing on all cylinders and really ready to go. So I think it's going to be a really positive stop for us. Moment of the mountains, and again the wind turbines in the background. It's just such a beautiful day, and the haze over the mountains is just incredible. Again, I'm not sure how well this picks up on like sort of YouTube and things at home, but it's a real shame because it looks like something off a postcard today. It's sort of with the haze and the sort of landscape in the background. It's absolutely stunning, so dramatic. So yeah, we're gonna get these miles done, get to town, and just have a proper rest. Feels well earned, and we're so proud of how we've done so far, and it's just, I think that extra 0 will just make such a massive difference to our mentality going into the next stage. And like I said, with the Sierras coming up, which is for me probably going to be the toughest, scariest part of the trail.
Standing alone at a party, but we never know anybody. I know the house, I know the street. I find you every time I fall asleep, and I try to tell you that I'm sorry. I have this dream, everything's the way it was till the moment I wake up. Then it hits. dark, and I wonder where you are. I have this dream. I have this dream. I have this dream where I'm paying you all my attention, and I'm saying what I should have said when you and me were more than a dream. I wasn't talking to you in my sleep. Now the morning is breaking the tension. Yeah, 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 yeah. I wish that I could stay. I have this dream. Everything's the way it was till the moment I wake up. Then it hits me like a bullet in the dark, and I wonder where you are. I have this dream. I have this dream. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I wish that I could stay here.
After 4 weeks on the trail, after 6 weeks without a hotel room or a proper bed, this is what we get. Fridge, microwave, 2 double beds just so we don't disturb each other, a nice comfortable chair, air conditioning, coffee, telly.
Guest laundry's on the second floor.
Guest laundry's on the second floor. Joe's just walked in the door, and
Gym's next door.
we have a gym next door built in that we will not be using because I won't be.
I'm going to use it.
And
Muscle.
oh, look at this
Relax.
bathroom. Oh, it's got like a tub thing. Dove shower gel. Sometimes in life you've just got to be happy with what's happened.
Sit in our pants.
We're going to sit in our pants, eat chips, watch Netflix, and just be merry. So we will see you back on the trail, but in the meantime we're going to have a few days off in Tehachapi. Joe, show me how happy it makes you. That's Joe's happy dance.
I want to... Well, where's the lights?
Joe's going to do something, I think. What?
Look at how dirty I am.
So yeah, this is what happens when you come off trail. So this is what a hiker looks like off trail.
Yeah.
Yep.
Possibly even my feet.
Let's show you the feet as well.
I mean,
This has turned into a lot more than I expected. It was supposed to be just a room reveal, but it turns out we're going to reveal a whole lot more.
room reveal. Not a baby. Or hairy
His
monkey
feet
feet
look
and
like
hairy legs.
afterwards. So we've got some hairy legs going on, but not too bad.
Those
Look at
feet
the
aren't that bad
feet.
either.
They're actually good feet for a hiker on town day.
Well, that's that black thing that I put on Facebook that I've been digging the muck out of every night.
So yeah, wonderful. Sorry about the interruption, she just took over and made me feel quite sick. So
I got a case of the restless legs, yeah, and tireless wandering